now I want to take you into a deeper state. Now you recognize that you didn't know that you were hypnotized.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to imagine it's the same experience then as watching a movie, driving a car. You're involved, you're highly focused, in fact you're hyper-focused, you're very aware, in fact you're 6 times more aware in terms of your vision, your hearing, and your reaction time is 6 times better. If you remember back to the first time you learned to drive,
Yeah.
you didn't feel so confident, right?
No.
You were
Yeah.
tense and your reactions were slower.
Yeah.
So now you go into that automatic space.
Yeah.
But you don't know that you're in an automatic space because until you've got out the car and slammed the door, you don't recognize it.
Yeah.
So this is exactly the same experience. So are you ready for me?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do is ask you to actually just sit up straight like so. That's it. Now, I use touch, as you just noticed this. Normally I ask, but I know you well. So I'm going to ask you to put your hand on my hand, and here's the cheesy bit. What I want you to do is press down really hard, but look into my eye. So that's the cheesy bit, like the TV, look into my eyes, look into my eyes. Okay, and as you look into my eye, let your eye become heavier, 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 heavy. Let your eyes become heavy, heavy, droopy, drowsy the next time you blink. And sleep, just let your head turn loose. Let it turn loose and limp, as though it's rotating round on a greasy ball bearing, and relax. Relax, relax, relax. I'm just going to lift up your hand and just let me take the weight. Just let me take the weight, just like you would have a baby in your arms. Just completely allow you to take all their weight. Perfect response there. Excellent response. I'm going to do exactly the same with this hand. When I lift it up, you just intensify the relaxation. Wonderful. Intensify that feeling of relaxation and just relax. Let those eyelids become heavy. So heavy, so relaxed, right to the point where you know that they just won't open. So imagine those eyelids tightly shut, as though they just wouldn't open, or even if you couldn't be bothered to open them. And you can even give them a try and find that they just won't open. And when you've satisfied yourself, you stop trying. Of course, you know if you need to open your eyes at any time you can, but right now you relax them to that point where you just go deeper still and relax and go deeper still. That's it. Now I'm going to ask you to do something rather unusual. What I'm going to ask you to do in this state, as I take you down, is to put some healthy, free-flowing saliva in your mouth. That's it. Now saliva in the mouth also helps the subconscious mind to remove any fear or doubt. Remember, if you have a dry mouth, it's an indication that you have a sense of fear or anxiety. So perhaps you want to put some more saliva in your mouth. Just imagine that you've just drunk a really lovely, juicy drink, your choice. What would it be? Just imagine it happen. There you go. Got it? Give us another. Excellent. And that will create some more saliva in the mouth. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now in a moment I'm going to rub on your hand. I'm going to start to rub on your left hand, and you are going to create a numbness. Have you ever had numbness in your mouth before? Okay. So now I'm going to rub on this hand, just this area, and you create numbness. Now you're doing this, and already what I can feel is a tackiness in the skin. Now this is in matters of seconds. Matters of seconds, you notice? And you start to have this feeling as it's getting number and number. When you get that feeling of numbness, you can even give me a nod. It starts to occur, yeah. And it just gets number and number. Now this is in seconds. We're talking about an induction that has taken you all of 30 seconds, and now you're getting numbness. And even if I give you a little pinch, it just feels kind of number and number. The more I pinch, the number it goes. The more I pinch, the number it goes. And just relax and make it go back to normal. All right, and I'm just going to do this one more time so you get really used to this. So getting it, rubbing it, getting it tacky, you can see. And I'll show you the difference between your other hand and this, and you'll notice that the pinch on this hand, got it? How's that feel? Yeah. And this one, different, very different. So this is starting, and I'm actually pinching harder on this hand, so you're actually starting to get really nice and numb here. Now this is something you can do at any time you wish. You can transfer this numbness into any part of your jaw as you wish. So if you ever need any dental work, you can do that. You can do it around the entire jaw when you have teeth cleaning or anything done for yourself. Just imagine that. You got that? Good. Saliva in your mouth. All right, in a moment I'm going to have you open your eyes. Your hand turns to normal. On the count of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open. Okay, so that's the first time you've ever been in hypnosis.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Very calm, just like you just want to go to sleep.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's
and you kind of
interesting.
know what's going on, but you're just like, I don't really care, because I'm really relaxed.
Exactly, and this is really interesting when it comes to surgery. It comes to a point where it's like, actually, I'm okay with this. I don't care. You just,
Yeah.
and it's not. If I said to you something untoward, you'd care.
Yeah.
If I said to you, right, start sucking your thumb, you'd probably go, no, excuse me, I don't want to do that right now. But the fact is, if you're being told something or given a suggestion that applies to your own imagination, that actually you can work with, that will work in a way that's healthy to you, then you take on board more and more suggestions. So the first time I created the numbness with you, or you created that for yourself, how did that feel?
Yeah, you could feel it. Like, you know, I've had operations before and like injections in the mouth, and you know what that numbness feels like when you just feel it. You're touching yourself, or you know someone's touching, but you can't actually feel it. And that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And then this one was completely different.
Was that surprising?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because when you're touching here and then you touch here and you think, oh, that one's going to be the same. And it's not. You think, oh yeah, I can feel that. I can't feel that.
So you're kind of surprised by the whole experience. And you recognise how you could bring that into your mouth really quickly?
Yeah, you can feel like, you can feel that and remember that sensation of that's completely numb.
And that's a really interesting point. For people that have had numbness in their mouths, but through injections, they have almost like a neurological memory, a muscle memory. So to bring that into your mouth is really fast.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to do an induction for you for dentistry, I wouldn't say any more than 15 seconds would be necessary.
Wow, that's fast.
That's fast. In my own experience, I think I took probably about 30 seconds to 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Because I've never had an injection.
Yeah.
And so my brain actually doesn't have a muscle memory of a chemical anesthesia, but I have got muscle memory of having my own hypnotic anesthesia.
Yeah.
So now I'm more used to that, so it's even faster. But for somebody like yourself, it can be 15 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fast.